Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
I know, no tea, no coffee. Again, we're raw dog in the morning.
Sure are. Well, I think it's because we have smoothies now. Okay, we are on a smoothie kick. I don't know how many of you have done daily morning smoothies, but they are amazing.
Well, yeah, we used to do them more like whenever we were vegan, and then they like went to rest for a long time because Adam was making these like
giant.
I mean, an entire blender.
You know those like mason jars that are humongous that you're supposed to like can things for a month? It's 64 ounces. That's what I would have for a smoothie. 3 bananas.
Yeah, lots of bananas. It's just like that's
so
too
much
much.
Frozen fruit. It was like
all fruit.
Yeah, it was probably like a $40 smoothie every single morning.
Yeah,
it was a little insane.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back on it in a healthy, balanced way.
In a moderate way.
It's good for Adam. It's good for me. Like, you know, it just works out. But anyway, so yeah, had smoothies as we're going into the cold months.
Yes,
we just,
as we do. The frosts. We double down on the cold.
We just can't. Yes, if you're watching on video, you see I'm wearing this like very like mountain girl.
It's so cute.
What do you like, a little sweater, I guess. I'm feeling very much in my Appalachian Mountain girly era. But anyway, how are you? How'd you sleep?
I'm doing
Any
great.
updates since the 2 seconds ago I just spoke with you?
Honestly, I feel like this whole weekend, we had a long weekend, very long weekend of doing a lot of different things. And I feel like seeing that many people proves to me that I am an extrovert. I feel energized.
You're like, I feel good. No, I mean, I do actually feel good about the hangs that we had this weekend. I actually, as you know, I do kind of test, or I check myself / my Aura ring after I get done hanging out with people. Most of the time, like just know that most of the time, no matter what, even if I really love you, it will show that I was like in stress. Yeah. Like I'll be like in the red when I'm like hanging out. Cause like it just being social and just being up and just, it makes my heart race. And it's just like, I'm not as grounded typically, but it is a very special occasion when I hang out with people and I get notifications that I've been not stressed, but in the green in the Aura ring, which means I've had restorative time. And that did happen during one of our hangs this weekend. And that is a high compliment.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this weekend has been a whirlwind. So
yeah. So
the fact that you had some recovery time. That's great.
Exactly. And I've noticed that I actually have recovery time too. Like lately, whenever we are driving to somewhere, which is shocking because I'm sometimes high stressed when Adam is driving in Nashville traffic.
It is a lot.
Just because like Nashville traffic is a lot, and I'm pregnant, so I just like I'm more scared now than I've ever been in like driving in the car. Yeah. Just because I am naturally, as you would be when you're carrying precious cargo. Yeah. But anyway, and if you probably don't hear little tip taps, but I just wanted to give a little shout out to Patchouli because you guys haven't you guys haven't seen her, or like she's always in the intros, but she's so cute. And she wants to like, Patchouli, you can jump up on that chair. That's fine. You can up. Okay, she's not doing it. Okay, lost Adam too. Where'd you go?
Oh, you're good.
What happened?
You know, there's just some things that happen when you're doing all this technical stuff. So I had to take that interface to the show this weekend, so all the volumes were turned up. I had adjusted it, but I hadn't adjusted it with you talking at actual full volume. So,
oh, was I too loud?
No, you weren't too loud. It was just getting on the edge of it, and I want you to be able to laugh and be as excited as you possibly can be and not clip the mic. So here we are.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'll bring it back.
This is so we can fully enjoy your joy. No, don't close yourself down. I have a volume knob.
Okay.
Give me the full experience.
Okay. I was like, oh my gosh. It's embarrassing when someone has to turn your mic down. You're like, oh. But at least for me, it's always been embarrassing for me.
I mean, as a drummer, I feel like it's the status quo is everybody's like, stop playing so loud. So
you understand.
I do understand. I literally, every time I go up on the stage and play
They're like, where's your whips?
Yes.
Wait, is that what they're called?
Yeah, it is what they're called.
Okay,
yeah.
like I questioned myself
Made
for a
by
second.
Vader. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little, whatever. I literally every time I go up on stage and do anything, I'll stop after the rehearsal and be like, okay, to the sound guy,
How's the volume?
how's the stage volume? Do I need to come back so that you can mix things more into the house? Like, how we feeling?
That's very kind of you
Every
as a
time.
drummer, though, because most of the time drummers are like, I don't give a shit, and then just like they just go hard, but then they don't get hired again. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, I've been on both sides. I have been the live stream tech and the audio engineer and everything at this point. So
that's a well-rounded musician.
that's what you need.
Yeah, because you need to know what's best for the whole group.
And I know my drums will sound better if they can put them through a mic and EQ them. That's just how it's going to be. If they've got to just work off the live sound, it's going to be awful, tinny, bright, gross.
Yeah, so true. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Adam actually did play. So speaking of, he did go play this weekend. Well, it was on Friday.
Yeah.
A gig with Caleb and Kelsey.
Yes, I sure did.
And that was funny. That was in South Carolina.
Yeah, it was so funny to take flights because we
took 2 flights.
We took 2 flights.
There
was a layover because we were in Greenville, South Carolina, and there's not like a lot of direct flights there, and so we took a 35-minute flight from Nashville to Atlanta, and then we took another 35-minute flight from Atlanta to Greenville. So we're taking T-Swift flights out here. We are taking the 2-minute, 180-second flights.
Yikes.
From one spot to the next.
Yeah, but I think next time you guys should probably drive because that's
oh my gosh,
the travel so much exhaustion is just too much when you fly.
And it's just you're risking a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot of germs. There's a lot of things you can touch. You're in an airplane. Like there's just.
I know. I told Adam I was like, "There's things going around, always," but it just seems like very in the past like a week or two, like people are kind of coming down with some sort of sickness.
Yeah,
because I think as the seasons change, whatever. And
it's apparently flu season coming up is what I mean. I feel like it's always flu season.
No, it is. No, it's you're right. It is coming up. Like I've been offered my flu shot and
many times.
I'm not kidding.
I was basically forced. I didn't actually get my flu shot, just to be clear, because the flu shot always just gives me the flu, and I never get the flu unless I get the flu shot.
Yeah. So to each their own.
I was at Walgreens picking up my medication, and they're like,
right.
"Hey, why don't you just come on inside and get a flu shot?"
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I called Walgreens to get my Lovenox medication, they're like, "Do you want to get your flu shot while you're in here?" And I could hardly understand her. I was like, "What? Oh, no."
They must get paid so much money by whoever's producing this flu medication to like constantly pitch it to every single person.
Hey, if you want to do it, you go for it. But yeah, in our experience, anytime we've gotten the flu shot, it's like, okay, so I'm just like signing up to get the flu.
An extra time.
Yeah. So anyway, not worth it. But anyway, so Adam was gone Friday.
I was.
Personally, things have been kind of crazy since, I mean, we can kind of go into it for the different segments, but like, you guys know I did get my glucose test done. Like, you knew the day before I was going to get it, and then anyway, ended up getting it. And so I did pass, yay. Yeah. And then things have been like kind of up and down.
She passed all of them, just to be clear.
Oh, yeah. So it was
aced the test.
4 blood draws, and I passed every single one of them, and you only have to pass. Actually, you have to pass 3 of them.
3 out of 4. Yeah.
But I passed all of them, so I personally impressed with myself.
Yeah, you did a great job.
So anyway, but we can go into that later as we go through our segments. So do you want to jump right in?
Speed round.
Okay.
Controversial first one for the recommendation in Nashville. For us, it's controversial right now because it's Neuhoff District.
I had the same thing.
Because, look, beautiful. Love it. Gorgeous. Great style. Great choices on all the restaurants and all the businesses you have in there. But we went there yesterday because we're like, oh, one of our friends is pregnant and we wanted to do this shoot, and it's the cutest spot in town that we could think of. And it's like, it's just streets. It's just open. It's businesses.
It's very open.
It's public.
Yeah.
But apparently the entire thing is private property.
The entire thing, so you can't like use cameras, and so
you can use iPhones though.
So I asked, I was like, "Oh, can I shoot on my iPhone?" And she's like, "Yeah, for sure." And I was like,
"Okay."
And like,
you don't like that my camera's not inside my phone? Got it.
Yeah, it was. See, and that's when I have a problem with rules because Adam and I both like we'll follow rules when they make sense. Like
for sure.
I get it. I'm not trying to be a rebel to just any cause. But like whenever I'm like, I can take this video or photo on my iPhone as well as like but not on my camera, even though they would be used for the same purposes, like the outcome would be the same.
Yes.
like I'm not gonna listen to that.
Look, I
like,
understand.
I'm going to disobey.
The only thing that I can say is that there are apartment complexes there, and if it is in fact private property, I could imagine it being really annoying if like every photographer in Nashville started shooting on location in the New Huff district.
And that's what we like kind of came to by the end, because I truly was racking my brain. I was like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't like when rules don't make sense. Like, I want to make sense of it because I don't want to be a rebel, but I'm gonna if it doesn't make sense. And so yeah, by the end, Adam was like, yeah, they probably just don't want a bunch of like photographers around, and that I understand, but like, I'm sorry, you make beautiful architecture on the river. You're gonna have photographers like at sunset. Like it's gonna happen.
I know that they hire photographers to come out because they just had like this art night thing, and I see professional photography all the time of the space.
Right, and people are constantly, because it's a new area in Nashville, are constantly making reels and stuff with their iPhones. Granted, of like new spot in Nashville, this restaurant, this area, this whatever, and like people are making marketing promotional.
Yeah, would you really rather have influencers than photographers?
Yes, but apparently yes. And so, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm like, so I was like, is it because they like don't want me like selling bracelets? Like
they don't want you to do commercial work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like shooting photos of my friend. Like
you're like, we're both visibly pregnant. We're just buddies. Okay, can we just get on with this thing already?
Yeah. So anyway, bizarre.
Yeah.
So that's a weird shout out. We have like we love the area, but that was like a weird situation.
Yeah, that's like the only thing I've ever seen a security guard do.
No, they've done nothing else.
Is literally tell us specifically. We saw somebody else doing a photo shoot there.
Yeah.
They did not interrupt them one time, but they did in fact interrupt us twice. So I don't know if it's interrupt is the right word, but that's what it felt like.
There might have been some inside trading there.
That's true.
That's
Agree.
what I'm thinking, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But anyway. So now that I think about it,
controversial opinion, but that is what it is.
Yeah,
New Hop District, great, but also bring your least conspicuous camera if you're going to go and try to take any photos.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe they would allow film.
Yeah, just depending on the camera. Like some people wouldn't even know what it is. Like if I brought a Polaroid, would I get in trouble?
Right, exactly. Like
no.
If I've got one of those like
right. And honestly, it was probably my camera because it's gigantor.
But I also had my camera on a gimbal. I'm like, had I just only brought my camera, no gimbal,
and not my huge current
and not
camera,
your camera,
it wouldn't have been a problem.
Nobody would have noticed.
It's just the fact that they're big and they're just like, oh.
And you've got a flash. Well, actually, you didn't have the flash on it, but it's just a big camera.
It doesn't matter. But
anyway,
we just look super professional. I mean, we are, but like we looked super professional with all of our gear. And so she's like, "Oh, this is way too serious." I'm like, "Girl, we're just shooting.
We're just doing things."
That's anyway.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's a weird shout out. Also a weird shout out. Same situation, not same situation, same timing. We went to Oku last night, which is a sushi spot, which we love. Like it's a great spot.
Mm-hmm.
But as you guys know, if you've been listening carefully, I don't like follow like all the rules. I will occasionally disobey
again, rebel to the cause.
I will depending on the
cause.
The cause. I will occasionally disobey the rules of like what you're allowed to eat as a pregnant person. So anyway, I did have raw sushi.
Not from a gas station, not from a grocery store, not from a cheap chain.
It's a really great sushi spot, but the manager, would you say?
Yes. Oh, for sure the manager. Yeah, the owner's not there.
Yeah, the manager for sure came over after I had ordered with the little waitress girl. She seemed very unsure of everything. I'm very visibly pregnant, mind you, so I get it. But she had the manager come over and was like, hey, so I just wanted to check.
I just talked to your waitress. Sounds like you guys are having a great time. Like, just very awkward. Like, get to your point.
Like I knew. I don't like that. I don't like getting in trouble for things. I'm like, this is my choice. But anyway, she was like, and so you're like good that it's like, raw fish. And I was like, yeah.
Yes,
I am.
We do know how to make adult decisions by ourselves.
Thank you. Anyway,
we're here for a reason. We trust that you guys are giving us high quality raw fish and not gonna poison us.
Hey, you know what? I was like, if the manager knows, she's the one who delivered it to me, so I'm pretty sure she went back there and was like, get out a fresh piece.
Yes, the freshest
And you know what?
fresh
I
you
don't have a problem with that at all. If that was the case, like,
yeah, you're like, but you were already exhausted. We already had 2 security guards come up to us the same,
I was,
like,
I
just
already
minutes
was
prior.
like annoyed with authority, so
And
I was
exhausted. You're like, I don't want to talk to anybody, and now I have to talk to a manager
No,
because I
wait.
ordered food.
That's so true. No wonder I was like kind of pissed off. I was like, seriously, people stop talking to me about rules that like don't matter. Anyway. So that's again, it's like it's a great place for sushi, just so you guys know. But
A little bit of a weird experience.
if you're pregnant, like they're gonna
prepare to
ask
be
you-
judged.
They're gonna ask you like, and I'm preparing to be judged, even saying this on a podcast. But anyway,
Yeah, that's fine.
it is what it is. All right.
What are you listening to?
Okay, so we have to talk about it because it is pop culture and we address things that are of the culture pop. And Taylor Swift dropped an album, as most of you guys know who are true listeners. I'm not a Swiftie. I liked the album Red. That was the one that I enjoyed.
That was the last one that worked for you.
Yeah, I ran at the time, so it was a good like running album.
Yep. That was Me with 2020 by Justin Timberlake.
A great one for that. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's like pretty much the only time. And I actually did like her original like Teardrops on My Guitar. Like, I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, living in Nashville, I just keep my distance
From all things
from that
TS.
land. However, you know, she's like in every headline ever, and so I'm like, okay, let me like listen to this album. I was also curious because their marketing like plan was very interesting. As we were talking with friends and Adam and I were discussing, it almost seems as if she didn't market to any of any females, like to any
She's like,
girls.
my audience knows it's happening.
Yeah, like she's like, they'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And they know, like, I'm now engaged to Travis, blah, 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 blah. But it seems that, like, the actual ads, like social media, YouTube, like, wherever, actually got targeted to men, like, to male audience, which is fascinating because she also released the news about the album on New Heights.
Yeah, I am one of the last people that should ever get anything Taylor Swift ads, and I'm pretty sure I got an ad push for every single album art alternative that she had.
You want to know something funny? At first, when I went to go look at look up the album when it like first released, like Friday morning, I went to her Spotify and I like clicked on it and it said like no songs available, and I was like did somehow like my track record of not being a Swiftie and being semi-vocal about that like get me blocked? Like legitimately,
Did Taylor not allow you to listen to her new
I
music?
am so not.
From the sounds of it, you probably would have benefited had you not had the opportunity to listen to that album, because even the Swifties don't like it.
Yeah, well, I'm not that special. Okay, I didn't get blocked. I realized I had blocked her on Spotify because I didn't like when Spotify was like recommending music to me, and it would like give me, because it will always recommend a Taylor Swift song, like always. And I pretty much don't like any of her music, so I just blocked her as an artist.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, and so anyway, I unblocked her to listen to the album. Hilariously, like I was like, oh my gosh, wow, I'm not that special. She didn't block me. I blocked her. Anyway, the album itself seems pretty pointless. Like there's no like actual theme of it. I did like wish list. I don't fully understand the like reason for the money sign for the S's, but that's fine. It was a cute song. It's relatable. I mean, you haven't listened to it. I forgot to.
I haven't listened to anything.
It's
Taylor
about
Swift.
like wanting kids that like basically fill up a yard and play basketball, and it's cute. It's cute. So
Great, love it for you.
But yeah, other than that, the rest of the music was fine.
Yeah.
I don't think she cared about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think she cared. I think she was just like, I'm engaged. Yeah. She got the dream of her life of like getting with a football player. So like
she got the quarterback. She did it. Well, she is no longer in the bleachers wearing her T-shirt.
I don't I don't think she cares really a lot about anything else right now. So, and fair, I get it, but be in your bag. Like just own it. Just own being in love and being out of the limelight. She, like I said, the marketing was interesting.
Yeah.
But it got me to listen, so
Interesting
somehow
choice.
it worked.
I've been listening to an inordinate amount of worship music.
Oh my God.
Mostly Caleb and Kelsey stuff, because that's all I do when I actually get into rehearsal mode. And I knew this show was coming up, so I had my Ableton sessions. I was listening to all the music that we were actually going to be playing. And it's still fun for me to like listen to it and get into it, because I played drums to that style of music for so long that it's like baked into my DNA to like feel good playing
it's like
that music.
nostalgia.
Totally nostalgic. And I think the entire thing that worship music does to people, which is what they love, is makes you feel all sorts of like butterflies and good feelings.
Yeah, it's like hypnotizing.
Yes, for sure. And so I've just been listening to that because I was getting into the rehearsal for stuff. So done with that now. We'll be reverting back to probably listening to some sort of J-rock, some sort of music I don't understand the lyrics to.
J-rock.
Maybe a little bit of lo-fi.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
See where the world takes me. But yeah, lots and lots and lots of worship music lately.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh, okay. Watching. Okay, so we are watching Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, we are.
By the time we get around to Mondays when we record this, it has been like a week since the last one came out. So
I can hardly remember Whitney's dance, I swear.
No. It was actually fun. We were talking to like some friends about Dancing with the Stars who are major stans, and they were like really breaking down like the how it works, the judges.
It was
like,
so good to get some info on that thing.
Yes, we got some inside
I was
baseball.
very confused on the whole 10 votes per person per whatever. But I think it's like we get to rate their dance.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. Like we can give them a star of 8 to 10.
And then there's everybody's like interconnected within the cast, and like then the longer you watch, the more you're like, oh, this person's been doing this for years and wins. This one gets so close but never wins. This person does this and is like family with this person and trained under that person. It's like, oh, okay. There's like
so much insight.
There's tea here, and so that was like
there are politics. There is drama.
Yeah, so like I'm excited to watch again tomorrow.
With all that information now?
Yes. So when you're hearing this, like it'll be like tonight, whatever. But I will say that like just kind of going through it, like Whitney Levitt is like amazing. I think she and Mark are like
crushing.
Immediately
wanted to rewatch their dance.
They're an amazing pair. Yeah. I think the Jordan girl, the Olympian, really rose to the occasion.
Yeah. I think she figured out the actual like regimen, the training regimen.
I think
for
so
it.
too. I think she really got like she got in her bag. Like she basically was like, yeah, like she learned how to like adapt her body a little bit to it, which has been really awesome to see.
Robert Irwin, fine.
Yeah, so this week was like
a little controversial.
We can't do it's crazy. He's 21, you guys. Like he looks, because he's like, okay, this is gonna sound bad. I'm like commenting on how he looks, but like he's like he's filled out. Like he's like a
he's like an adult.
Yeah, he's not scrawny 21. Like Adam at 21 was like very scrawny. I mean,
and vegan.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you were like, you had muscles, but like we could see like all your bones, like you know. He's just like, you were just a scrawny guy, but like so he's like filled out, and he does have like a jaw, so like he could literally, like, he
could be 25.
We're like, is he 12 or is he 35? Like I don't, somewhere between those, because I'm like, wasn't he just born? But also at the same time, like that doesn't look like he was just born. So anyway, that's been interesting.
It's a part of watching them grow
media.
up. Yeah. Like on TV and with their dad and everything else that they've done.
It's true. But like he obviously did great, but like that, I didn't love that like type of dance seriousness on him as much, but you know.
Hey, he felt like he got to be a cool guy, which is what he was going for.
Oh my gosh, that was cute.
It was very cute. He's like, I didn't know I could be cool, but Whitney, his dance partner,
they brought out the Riz.
Yeah, brought out the Riz in me. I'm like, oh my god,
so,
you are such a 21-year-old. I love it for you.
So cute. And then Jen Affleck got really just like, again, she got, I think, screwed with the partner pro that she got, because he's new and like I don't think he knows how to teach, and she's postpartum. I'm like, I don't know, just all that. So anyway, Dancing with the Stars, like kind of a recap for you that we're like still watching and enjoying. Adam and I just love reality TV.
Yes, we do. And so, it's just fun because it's the one thing that we can just absolutely roast and talk through the entire thing. So it's like we're hanging out. We're actually talking to each other more than we would with a regular show. So
yeah, exactly. We get to like comment on people and things and reactions, and especially because it's live. Like that's just funny.
Yeah, for sure. I am watching so much day in the life content on YouTube.
Are you?
Yes.
Like
I love it so much. Like
full videos?
coffee shop, people running coffee shops, people doing whatever. Day in the life of a creative designer, day in the life of a whatever, videographer, marketing person, photographer, whatever it is on YouTube. Because I just love, it's like, again, everything I'm looking for is basically like lo-fi. I'm like, what's the vibe? I want something that's chill. I want something that makes me feel like I'm being pulled into something. And I've just been watching a lot of that lately. And I think it also pairs with the fact that we're doing more creative shoots and things like that, because I'm like, what does the day in a life really look like? Like, is it just a ton of editing? Am I getting a time lapse of like 6 hours of you just like behind your computer, like color grading and doing all of this stuff? Or is it
like you like to see day in the life of creatives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to watch a day in the life of somebody working in the office, you know?
Yeah.
Occasionally those will pop up on Instagram, but yeah.
Day in the life of something you aspire to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's been great because I'm like, you know what? I do need to start doing things more specifically like the people that I want to be like.
Yeah, exactly. Well, cute. I'm like happy for you. Honestly, that's day in the life type stuff. Like I've been on that. I've been on that grind for a while.
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
that is definitely what kind of inspires me creatively. I'm like, oh, I like to see how certain people live.
Yeah, you're like, should I do next for my day? You're like kind of burnt out and bored, and you're like, okay, well, what would they do? And just kind of go from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's cute. And then for eating, we already said we're our smoothie, so that was what I was gonna
say. Smoothie. Well, I mean, I specifically went to Yard House, I think is what it was called when we were in South Carolina, and it was amazing. It was like the Cheesecake Factory. This is what Caleb and Kelsey said. They said it's like the Cheesecake Factory of the South, or of sports bars of the night. Cheesecake Factory of the night, I think is what they said.
Cute.
Because it was up until like 1 a.m.
Or did they just say that from
Caleb had been there before. Kelsey hadn't.
Okay.
And they have everything. We ended up all getting like tuna, fish, ahi, tuna towers, but it's like a sports bar.
That's fun.
Yes, it was great.
I love that. Well, shout out to some place in South Carolina then.
Yeah.
Okay, so physical check-in.
Oh, yeah. For me, I'm exhausted. But also, like, kind of exhilarated because it was a long weekend and it was a lot of doing things. Like I said, Friday, it was like cramming work into 1 week minus a day. And then traveling like crazy on Friday. We got up there, immediately drove to the venue, played the show, and that went until 11:30 at night. Drove back to Yard House, which we got to, I think, probably like at midnight, something like that. Ate some food, got back home, back to the hotel, took a bath / shower thing. You know, like when you're like so exhausted, you don't want to put the work in to take a bath to like warm it up and do the whole thing. So you take a shower, but then you just lay down in the shower and just submit to it.
You know, I can't say I've done that very often because my showering experience just takes so long.
I feel like you should do it more often because it's so exhausting.
No, you're right. Like I should. So it's like less. Yeah, you're right. But I don't.
Well, I did that. And then I got to bed at like 1:30. And then we had to wake up the next morning at 7 to get ready to leave again to the airport. And then we got immediately back home. I was exhausted after all the flights.
He took a nappy.
I took a nap, and then we went and hung out with friends at 6 that night.
We got back. We went to bed after midnight, which is crazy for us.
Yeah.
But we had such a good time.
Went to bed after midnight. Woke up late again on Sunday because, duh, you have to. And by late, we mean like 8:30.
Yeah.
8:30 on a Sunday morning. And what did we do? We kind of putzed around, cleaned up the house a little bit. Made breakfast, did that thing.
I did my full body, like full everything, shower, did my hair. I exhausted myself yesterday by all that. It was crazy.
And then
we did the shoot.
And then we prepped and edited some of the stuff I edited some of the stuff we shot on Thursday, which is a whole different thing. I didn't even think about that, but Thursday after work we went and shot a different thing and had a different photo set that we did before everything on Friday. But that's fine. Edited some of that stuff. And then got prepped for the shoot and then went and did the shoot.
Yeah. So you're tired, basically.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say.
I'm trying to say I'm exhausted, but it was fun.
So as I mentioned, I passed my glucose test, which is amazing. I think the next day on Wednesday, I had a really hard physical day / mental day. And I think that was like a crash out from maybe the sugar. But I think it also was the fact that like I had moved on from like a hurdle. Like
Mm-hmm.
my brain gets like occupied by like not just like one thing, but like it kind of focuses on like one major thing that I'm like nervous about or like anxious about or a milestone or something I'm going through. And then it's like once that's done and I can release it, it's like, oh, what have I not been processing?
Yeah.
And so I think there was like some things that like came down like on Wednesday, and then Thursday I had a really great day, like full of energy, did a lot of things out, felt extroverted, felt like, you know, had a lot of energy. And then Friday, crash out, another crash out, big time. Adam was gone. It just was like a really hard day. That was like, yeah, Wednesday and Friday were some of my hardest mental and like combination of mental and physical days like I've had, where I was like, I'm like not good. Like, yeah, it got crazy. But then Saturday, this weekend and Sunday, like we're both great. Like I felt good. I think physically I'll be 28 weeks tomorrow, which means I'll be officially in my third trimester.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting. I definitely feel ready to be in my third trimester.
Yes.
I feel like my body's reacting as if I am. So
yeah, you've earned it at this point.
It feels that way. It was funny when Adam was gone. So Adam does my Lovenox shots every single night, and he has since the moment we found out we were pregnant. And they're pretty intense blood thinner shots. And so everyone I asked literally got sick or had just had a baby, like, or was like actively having a baby at that moment. And so I was like, oh, I like
might have to do this myself.
But anyway, he ended up having his friend.
No, one of my friends came in clutch, and
he brought over his son, and like
hung out for a few minutes, and
yeah, he like literally came in, did my shot, and left. Like I was like, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, but it was so sweet.
It went well. It was great. I was nervous because like no one but Adam has done it, obviously.
I knew he was a pro.
Yeah,
he's very meticulous.
He did a good job. Adam has like hit a vein twice in the past like 5 days.
I know. I've been blowing my chances. I think I'm gonna get replaced soon.
I know. I'm like, I gotta call Dylan back up and be like, hey, get over here. No. But yeah, so that was anyway, just like an update of the physical side of things. Like the belly's getting big. I'm out of breath, but I think the iron is working. I don't feel like I feel, I don't know, it just depends. I don't feel as out of breath as I did even a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I feel like you should feel more with the progression.
Yeah, so I think the iron is like helping a little bit with the anemia. And where I'm figuring out a rhythm for how to not get constipated from my iron supplements.
Yeah, we are.
So now I'm taking it in the morning.
The smoothies are helping, just to be clear.
Smoothies are helping. They're full of flax seeds and chia seeds. So anyway.
Lots of coconut water.
Yeah, so that is...
spinach to get some of that fiber in you.
Yeah, that is my physical.
Great.
What about your spiritual, emotional mood?
Just fulfilled. I'm feeling good. Like I said, lots of people around. That was fun. I love having the like familial style hangs with people. So going to have dinner with a friend, having a friend come over when I'm gone and like help take care of you while I'm not here.
You went on tour with some friends.
Went on tour, got to do a little bit of creative stuff. Yeah. Had great conversations there.
Oh yeah, and then we went over to like, you know, like Annabelle and Douglas.
Yes, and we got to see their newborns so early.
Like, yeah, we have seen like a lot of people.
Yeah, it's been really, that's what I'm saying. It's been really familial, so I'm feeling very fulfilled.
Okay, well, that's amazing.
How about you?
So obviously I was just saying my hormones have been kind of like buck wild, I think, because maybe I'm entering third trimester, but also because I'm able to actually process other things other than being nervous about the glucose test. I'm really, I feel like moving forward, like I am really present. I don't feel like there's another like roadblock. I mean, there will always be things, but like I'm like now I'm essentially on my trajectory to birth plans. Like once we have more scans and stuff, it's like we'll learn more, and then I don't know. Now it's like you just kind of look towards the end. Like that's what I'm doing.
It's prep time. It's nesting. It's time to get all the projects done.
Yeah. Like it's essentially crunch time, because weekends get full of creative projects or like, you know, work stuff, or, you know, in 2 weekends we go to North Carolina for our
Yep.
baby shower there.
Mhm.
And I don't know. It's just like there's
It's
only
coming.
there's only so
coming.
many like weekends.
The train just keeps on moving.
It keeps on rolling. So yeah, I think mood wise, like I had some of my hardest days the past week.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that is not what the new wave. I hope it's not like every other day I'm in a terrible spot, but
You've been sleeping better now that you have 17,000 pillows.
Yeah. I mean, I did 2 nights in a row. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. We'll
see how it all goes.
Figuring it out. But anyway,
bump date for me, that kind of a lot of the stuff we just talked about kind of covers basically everything I was going to talk about. How about you?
My bump date is
You're the one that's really got the bump dates.
Well, it's not so much the bump date because I have that as the category, but really it's like more of a background storytelling. And I will say, just because it's like come up again recently, that I don't know if we've talked about it on this podcast or if we talked about it on the end of our last one, but whenever you are, one of my biggest like lessons this past year has been whenever you are done with like a season or like a chapter of your life or like with a job or a friendship or whatever or a hobby, whatever, like just be done, like cut it off, or else the universe will do it in the most dramatic way possible. And that did happen when we got pregnant. A lot of things dramatically,
so many things
stopped and like came to a halt. And one of those things is one of like my friendships that came to a major stop. And looking back on so many things now, like I actually knew that the friendship needed to end back like a year prior when we were first trying to get pregnant and like all that. And it's just kind of an interesting.
Well, not only did you know, you literally brought her out to have a conversation to kind of break it off.
Yeah. And I didn't I stuck to my guns in the conversation, but then I didn't like stick to them relationally, because like I have a hard time if somebody texts me or reaches out to not like reach back out and cordial and friendly. And so it kind of like lingered. And it's just interesting because I continued to have, I'm not like solely blaming it on this, but like it's just an interesting tie that like I continued to have miscarriages, because in that conversation I was actually in the middle of getting pregnant for the first time. I didn't know, but I was. And that was like the first of 3 miscarriages. And it wasn't until like this friendship really, really ended that literally like it ended. I started my period like that the same weekend that the friendship ended. And then I got pregnant with this baby boy like that cycle. And I just want to say like it's one of those things that where I'm like, because it's one of many signs, right? We talked about this before, but like where I'm like, okay, I think there is a energetic spiritual connection with a lot of things that were going on in my life that I can now point to, but it's like I have a hard time talking about it publicly because again, with people who are trying to conceive or have had losses, like I just want to be careful to prescribe signs.
It's not like you're doing it to yourself. It's not like you're bringing these things on.
No, it's not like your fault.
Or that you can change it by making the same changes we made.
I can just reflect now and see patterns. And I think that's something that like you can't and shouldn't do until you are where you want to be, is to look back and see patterns, because to try to do that while you're trying is
just
insanity.
Mental torture.
Don't do that. So this is not prescription for those who are trying to conceive, but maybe if you are in a different place, you can look back and see patterns. And that's a pattern that I definitely saw. And it has come back up again because this person has like done some like kind of messed up stuff for like as far removed as I could possibly be from them. They're still like trying to mess with me. And yeah, so it's just trying to cut off every energetic like tie I possibly could. Like, if you guys are like on my social media, you saw like I got like spam blasts, and it's like these 2 girls who are like
signing you up
signing me up for like religious
because
spam
they have access to your private information.
to my like my phone number and my email, because I was getting texts and emails from all like from Mormons, Scientology, Baptists, like all these different things.
All at the same time.
It was very obvious that somebody was actively plugging in my information and getting me signed up for this stuff.
Because it wasn't just coming through your phone number. It was coming through your email and phone number.
Email and phone number.
At the same time. Yeah. They're like, hey, we saw you signed up for this thing.
So, and I felt it in my like soul, like who it was and what it was.
Yeah, you knew immediately.
I literally knew immediately.
And I was like, no, it's just got to be spam stuff.
No, and I knew it. And so I actually later on looked at my phone and saw I had a missed call notification from exactly who I thought was doing it.
They literally suck so bad at it that they can't even pull off being literal like 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
And do it without being caught.
Clearly one of the times they were copying and pasting my phone number, they didn't hold down long enough.
Yeah, and they hit call
and
instead.
They hit call. They just like pressed the number. That's like what happens when you press the number in a contact in an iPhone, you know? And my phone didn't even ring, but my phone logged it. And so clearly like that's what happened. And it's just like, it obviously it's disorienting because I felt like, what is the word I used last night? I was like, it feels
invasive.
Invasive. I'm like, ew, like that's scary. Like you're like giving out my phone number. Like,
yeah, like you're such a problematic person. You're literally giving away private information that you have on a person who's pregnant.
Yeah, it's like really, really messed up, as well as like the job situation that happened. And so I'm like, it's just a reminder that because for like months after we like kind of went our own ways, like Adam knows, like I kept on just wanting to just get over it and like be friends again.
Right.
Like I was like, it's
nothing
fine.
actually even happened.
It's fine. It's fine. It's like I kept on wanting to like mend things, but I stopped myself because they like made a personal choice, and I was like, it was for the best. I did get pregnant. I knew it was for the best.
It was something that needed to be behind you.
But it was like, you know,
But they can't just leave it behind us.
I'm such a sucker, like a loyal person, that I wanted to mend things. But it wasn't until like the true, like really the mean girl stuff that I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Besides just like TikToks being made about me, which I saw past. But anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up because that is part of the story that I said that I was going to tell you guys. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know how or when, because I want to leave it in the past. Like that's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But like things did resurge kind of recently. So I
just keeping y'all updated.
Keeping you updated on that. So that's my bump date. It's not a bump date. It's like a origin story of the bump.
Yes, right. Yeah, for sure. Okay. We want to go into couples therapy?
Yes. I'm glad you. Yeah. Why don't you go first? Because I actually did ask, and people did send in some questions.
Okay, great.
And I need to find that. So go ahead.
Okay. Mine is that being comfortable in the silence is a huge green flag. That was one of the biggest things that we had when we realized not only that we were like compatible as partners, but even that we were friends. Like we were touring for so long,
true.
as you guys know. And one of the first indicators for us that we actually enjoyed each other's time, that we weren't draining each other's energy just by like existing alongside each other, was that we could be driving late at night and we would have incredible conversations sometimes for like hours and hours and hours. But then we would also just be so comfortable just sitting and being and not having to have conversation.
Yep.
And neither one of us was like feeling like uncomfortable or awkward that I couldn't come up with something to say, or like thinking that
that's really
they're ignoring you.
Your comfortability with me, because, or I mean, maybe it goes both ways, because I do think that was like something that might have like stressed my sister out, is that she felt like she needed to keep talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could be.
And I was often put in like the car with you or whatever, because like we could hang in a very like, non-stressed way.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Like we did end up having a lot of like just
sitting
quiet
and being.
time. I didn't like feel like anything. I didn't even think about it. It's funny because like
that's the whole point.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you noticed it even more than I did. I didn't even think about us being silent. Like it just happened. I'm like, if if you can't handle this, then like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you're like you're on the road for hours at a time. You
Yeah.
kind of have to figure out how to handle this.
Yeah.
But it also ends up being that way even in our relationship now. It's like if you feel uncomfortable every time you're not like performing some sort of social skill for your partner, that's going to be a long relationship of a lot of exhaustion.
Yeah, we do talk a lot about like being able to talk with your partner and like communication, but it's like, the silence part is like pretty key too.
Yeah, so that's my thing.
Okay, so we were asked, mismatched libidos is killing me.
Yeah, it's hard.
That is hard.
Oh, sometimes it's not.
Most of the time it is. Yeah. So everybody's libido is so different, and it's like, it's not like every guy has like this high sex drive, or every, it's not always like the gender conforming. In our relationship, typically it is gender conforming, typical of what you think. But we've had lots of conversations with friends that it's not always that way. It's sometimes the opposite. Sometimes like the girl, wife, whatever, female wants more,
it or needs the validation, or
and
whatever
it's just
the
like
driver
not
is.
getting it as much, whatever. So we've definitely gone through phases right now.
We do have a mismatch right now.
Right now is a mismatch.
I mean, it's not actually. It's just a very specific season that we're in.
Yeah. So right now, I mean, I'm pregnant.
And we have a lot of fear around pregnancy. So there's just a little bit of that too, where it's like, it's working. Don't mess with it.
Yeah, I think it's fine, especially now entering the third trimester. Like, I feel safe, but I'm like, I don't exactly feel like, I'm not like limber. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like kind of stiff. So it's like not like fun. I mean, it still feels good when it happens, but it's just like, I'm not like inspired. And so there is a difference.
I think one of the biggest things with that too is just making sure that like you are not positioning yourself to be your partner's only sexual outlet. Like, as we've talked about in the past on previous podcasts and stuff, is like there's no such thing as wasted sexuality.
Like, if you're getting frustrated, like,
yes,
do something about it.
Well, yes, do something about it for yourself, but also I think it's so important to open up the conversation that like so many people, especially coming from Christian households and stuff, are like, they don't want you to go anywhere outside of your relationship for any sort of like sexual gratification. And that can be really problematic for people who don't want to feel reliant or responsible to their partners to make that happen. Yeah. Because you are just going to get frustrated if one person wants it and one person doesn't constantly, and they're your only person who you're morally allowed to like express that with. That's going to be hard. So it's like
So what do you suggest?
Some people go for open relationships. I'm not saying that that's your case, but like, honestly, masturbation, it's great for that. Pornography, as long as you're like dealing with it in a moral way, can be really helpful for your relationship. Or you can just have a partner like mine that sends you an entire catalog of all the content you could ever need.
Yeah. And
it's great.
And it works. Like, I personally feel lucky that Adam, what do we call it? What are you, like, demisexual? Like, Adam wants it to be me.
Yeah.
And so
I want it to be somebody that I have an intellectual and emotional like relationship with. It's not really like interesting to me to just like have some random thing, entity, person, body that has no meaning to me.
Yeah. So I do feel like lucky in that. So it's like he's just like looking at photos of me. But I think if you're like struggling, like, figure it out, like, within yourself, like, morally within your relationship, like, figure it out.
Yeah.
And then,
and also tell your partner, have the conversation. Yes, it's hard, but like,
conversations
you can't tough. You just can't be bottling it up and building resentment without them even knowing that you have something that is an expectation not being met.
Yeah. And also, if you're pregnant, your person's just got to understand, like, sorry, like,
yeah,
just literally show them how you're walking. Like, it's like,
you're like, nothing is touching this down here. Not even my legs are touching.
Like, if I can't see it, you shouldn't. Like, that's just like how it is.
That's fair.
So yeah, I feel like a lot of understanding should be had for pregnancy and stuff like that. Yeah. You'll get back to it eventually. It's not forever. So just like, hang on, like, a lot is happening. And then there are seasons where like obviously I wasn't pregnant and our things are like libido was off, but there was things we had to work through. Veganism made my libido nothing. So I will say as soon as I started eating meat again, my normal libido came back.
Mm-hmm. Take that
so
how you will.
Yeah, whatever that means. Like if maybe you're lacking, especially like girls, like if you're not eating like red meat and like omegas like from fish and salmon, things like that, like there could be like you literally could be deficient in like the things that give you libido. Like for real. Like the moment I had salmon, I was like I literally
got turned on.
Got so I literally woke you up in the middle of the night. Like we had sex, and then like I woke you up at like 2 a.m. and I was like, let's go again. I don't know if you remember that, but I just like I was my body was just like zing alive. So anyway, sometimes there actually is something going on.
Yep. So solve for that too.
Have
grace for that as the partner.
Yeah. And then there was things like we had to even like talk through and like anyway, so there's just like sex is really complicated in relationships. It really is.
Because the whole point is having a partner that wants to do it with you, that you can do things with.
And it's just so intimate and so vulnerable to like have those conversations. It's such a vulnerable thing to be like, I like want to have sex. Like, and then the other person's like, okay, like it's awkward. So like,
you're like, I want you to want to have sex with me too.
Yeah. So
that's a hard conversation.
That is a hard. We've had that. And anyway, but I think we're okay right now. We could be having more, but I'm also making our child.
Yeah, we've got other priorities right now.
Okay.
All right, last thing, pop culture. We got to make it quick.
Okay.
I have just the positive news of the week, and it is that for the first time ever, they have used some DNA. It's like DNA instruction delivery system that's happening. I'm assuming it's probably has something to do with CRISPR, but they have actually had a successful treatment for Huntington's disease, which has been untreatable, certain death. Like you literally end up going through motor decline. You go through dementia, and then you eventually end up dying. And they just had a test that was successful to the point that people who were treated had a 75% decline, or I mean like
decline in their disease.
Decline in their decline. So like they, compared to people who were not tested, were 75% more functional, capable human beings than the people who were not treated.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was like through a direct injection into their brain.
Okay.
It was like here. Let me just read what I took down.
Yeah.
The DNA instructions were delivered by injecting particles of an empty virus and a custom-made DNA that is encoded with instructions to create an RNA molecule that binds with the Huntington's protein RNA.
Wow.
And one injection can last you a lifetime.
What?
One. Not a great sales model, but literally 75% decrease in the progression of their disease.
Wow.
Yeah. Insane.
Wow, that is insane.
One person who was medically retired literally was able to go back to work again.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, huge developments in the medical world.
Developments. It's like amazing, incredible. It also just makes me sad.
Yeah.
At the same time, just because I think about
the people who didn't get the chance.
Yeah. Okay. Not to bring it down. It's a great thing, and I'm very happy. That's very exciting.
Absolutely insane. Congratulations to people who have fears and family with
Huntington's.
With Huntington's, because
that's amazing
news. There's potential out there now.
That's amazing news.
Yeah.
Okay. Last. Which one do we want to say? Okay. So Rob Kardashian and Caitlyn Jenner returned to TV and shocking Kardashian season 7 trailer.
Rob's back?
Yeah.
I've literally never watched Kardashians with Rob on the show.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't actually either. I mean, I know, obviously I know who he is, and I know he was on, and I've seen clips of when he was, but it'll be interesting because like clearly he was like off of it because it wasn't like great for his mental health and all that. So it's interesting that they're bringing him back. It's like, oh, okay. Like, is he wanting that. Clearly, he said yes. So
Yeah, right.
it'll be
Well,
interesting.
Chloe has constantly like brought their kid back into the fold and all that stuff. So like they've been still referenced. Obviously, they've still kind of like been in the peripherals of things.
Yeah,
they're still family. I'm sure they have their entire own.
I mean, maybe that's
thing.
why. Maybe like he got comfortable because like Dream has been on it a lot more, and he's like, okay, well that's my kid, so like, you know, he could be on there.
I could be around.
Yeah, and then Caitlyn, Jenner, like bringing her like back onto the show, which she remains having a great relationship with Kylie and
great
Kendall.
Love it for him, as far as we can tell.
So that's like, I mean,
interesting.
She puts Chris in her place a lot,
Yep.
and so that dynamic will be funny. Like they kind of like bicker a lot, and so that'll be like an interesting.
Well, I feel like the Kardashian girls specifically have gotten to the point of mostly being friends. Like it seems like any of the drama is kind of manufactured a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then the Jenners, they're kind of off in their own world doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Kylie's hardly ever on the show. Kendall does her like modeling thing. She's like, I'll have an episode where I'm going to Paris.
Yeah.
So like there's not really a lot of drama there. So it makes sense that they're
like, we gotta
Rob.
bring the dramatic Jenner.
Yes.
On
The dramatic Jenner and Rob back on the show to see if we can spice things up again.
Spice things up. That's what I think too. I'm like, well, clearly this is intentional to like stir the pot of drama within the family dynamic.
For sure.
So obviously I am excited. I didn't see, I don't remember when it said that it's going to be coming out, but I love a Kardashians. I feel like the upcoming like TV time is just so great. There's so many new things coming out in the fall, winter.
So much trash TV that's turned into treasure TV when you watch it with someone you love.
Yeah. What a slogan. Okay. And then lastly, I just want to say, did you see that Rihanna had her third baby?
I did not.
She has a baby girl now.
Congratulations,
with
her.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah. And
her baby girl's name is Rocky, which is actually really cute for a girl.
That's adorable.
Speaking of, because it's literally the same name as Rocky Barker.
Oh.
But,
Cute.
Baby Rocky Barker.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Rocky, I think it's actually cute for a girl. It's her first girl. And
Aww.
Rihanna is just like a queen. I just love seeing her pop
Succeed.
off and be a mom. And I love seeing her in her motherhood queendom.
Love it
like
for her.
She's so cute.
She's clearly thriving. If all of her businesses are succeeding, she's a mom.
And she's popping them out. Like,
having good relationships with people now.
Yeah.
Love it for her.
Yeah, no, I love it for her. Okay, word of the week.
Word of the week is creative.
Okay.
Because I'm ready. I'm ready.
You have multiple projects
We've got multiple projects we're working on, and I'm ready to incorporate more of that into my daily life.
Good. I'm very excited for us and for you. Mine is excitement.
Wow, very positive this week.
Yes, we haven't said it, but we have an ultrasound on Thursday.
Yes, we do.
Yay! We haven't seen him in
a long time.
8 weeks.
Yeah, it's been forever.
Last time we saw him was at our 20
Last time we saw him was the last time that we could see his full body on the scan.
He's gonna be probably too big to see fully. Nope, not probably, but definitely all at once. So very excited. It's the medical one, so it's
not as cutesy
not going to be as cutesy cute, but we'll at least see him, and that's really what matters.
It's going to be so fun.
So excitement and projects. I'm excited to work on all of our projects that we have had. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let us know what your word of the week is.
Yes, please.
We love you guys, and until next time. Bye.